The hidden betrayal. How Daemon's war at Harrenhal broke the alliance. What if I told you that the most devastating blow to Team Black wasn't delivered by a dragon, a sword, or even a cunning political plot, but by the one man who was supposed to be Rhaenyra's strongest weapon? Welcome back to Westeros Throne, where today we are diving deep into one of the most quietly catastrophic moments of the Dance of the Dragons, a moment so subtle that even diehard fans might have missed just how much damage it actually caused. Before we get into this absolute mess of family drama and strategic disasters, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next on this channel. We are talking dragons, betrayals, and enough Targaryen chaos to make your family dinners look peaceful. So let us set the scene. The Dance of the Dragons is in full swing. Westeros is being torn apart by civil war, and Daemon Targaryen, the rogue prince himself, the man who once seized a dragon egg and told his brother to come get it, has taken control of Harrenhal. Now, on paper, this sounds like a brilliant strategic move. Harrenhal sits right in the heart of the Riverlands, controlling major roads and waterways, and whoever holds it essentially controls the entire region. Daemon swooping in on Caraxes and claiming this fortress should have been a massive win for Rhaenyra's cause. Should have been. But here's where things get spectacularly complicated, because Daemon did not just take Harrenhal and sit tight waiting for orders. Oh no, that would be far too simple for a man whose life motto seems to be chaos first, strategy maybe later. Instead, Daemon decided to wage his own personal war, and in doing so, he shattered one of the most crucial alliances that Team Black had managed to secure. We are talking about the Riverlands houses, the backbone of Rhaenyra's support in the center of Westeros, and Daemon managed to turn potential allies into terrified neutrals or outright enemies faster than you can say Dracarys. Let me paint you a picture of just how badly this went wrong, and trust me, it is worse than you think. When Daemon first arrived at Harrenhal, the castle was held by House Strong, or what was left of it after all the succession drama and mysterious death that seemed to follow that family like a curse. The Castellan, a guy named Simon Strong, actually welcomed Daemon and declared for Rhaenyra without a fight. Smart move, right? You see a guy on the biggest, meanest red dragon in Westeros show up at your door. You open that door and offer him some wine. But here is where Daemon's strategy starts to unravel like a cheap tapestry. Instead of using Harrenhal as a diplomatic headquarters to rally the Riverlands peacefully, Daemon decides it is time to play the intimidation game. And not just regular intimidation. We are talking full scorched earth tactics that would make even Aegon the Conqueror raise an eyebrow. Daemon starts flying around the Riverlands on Caraxes, burning the lands and castles of houses that have not immediately declared for Rhaenyra. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that is harsh but maybe effective, right? Wrong. Catastrophically wrong. Because the Riverlands are not like the Westerlands or the Reach where you have one powerful house that everyone follows. The Riverlands are a patchwork of proud, stubborn houses who have been fighting each other for generations, and they do not respond well to threats. These are the same people who lived under Harren the Black and swore they would never bow to tyranny again. So when Daemon shows up breathing fire and demanding submission, he is not just making enemies, he is creating a resistance movement. Here is where the real betrayal comes in, and it is not even intentional, which somehow makes it worse. Rhaenyra had been carefully building alliances through diplomacy, marriages, and political promises. Her envoys had been working overtime to secure the loyalty of houses like Tully, Blackwood, Bracken, and dozens of smaller but strategically important families. These negotiations were delicate. They required finesse, trust, and careful promises about what a Rhaenyra reign would look like. Then Daemon flies in like a one-man apocalypse and torches all that careful diplomatic work, literally. Suddenly, houses that were on the fence about supporting Rhaenyra are thinking, if this is what Team Black does to undecided houses, what will they do once they actually win? The fear factor that Daemon is banking on actually works against the alliance because fear does not create loyal supporters. It creates people who will smile to your face and stab you in the back the first chance they get. But wait, it gets even messier. Remember House Tully, the official Lords Paramount of the Riverlands? They should have been leading the charge for Rhaenyra, rallying all the river lords under one banner. But during this crucial period, House Tully is dealing with a leadership crisis. The young Lord Tully is basically a child, and there is a power vacuum that Daemon could have filled as a respected military leader and diplomat. Instead, his aggressive tactics make House Tully hesitant to fully commit their forces because they are worried about what Daemon might do next. It is like watching someone try to build a house while their partner keeps setting the foundation on fire. Now let us talk about the specific incident that really broke the alliance, and this is where things get dark even by Westeros' standards. Daemon's forces start raiding houses that are nominally neutral or have ties to the Greens. But here is the problem. In the Riverlands, everyone is related to everyone through about 17 different marriages going back 100 years. So when Daemon burns the castle of a Green supporter, he is also alienating that house's cousins, uncles, and second wives who might have been Team Black supporters. He is creating blood feuds that will outlast the war itself. There are reports of Daemon's forces not just attacking military targets, but going after villages, farms, and small folk who have no stake in this war beyond trying to survive. This is not strategic warfare. This is terror tactics, and it completely undermines Rhaenyra's claim that she is fighting for a just cause. The real kicker comes when several Riverlands houses that had declared for Rhaenyra start quietly withdrawing their support or just refusing to send troops. They are not openly declaring for the Greens. They are just sitting this whole thing out because they have seen what happens when you get involved with Daemon Targaryen. And can you blame them? The man is unpredictable, violent, and apparently answering to nobody, not even his own wife who happens to be the person he is supposedly fighting for. From a strategic standpoint, this is a disaster. Rhaenyra loses access to thousands of troops, vital. So when we talk about the Dance of the Dragons and what went wrong for Rhaenyra's cause, we need to talk about Harrenhal. We need to talk about how Daemon's personal war, his inability to see beyond immediate dominance through force, shattered alliances that took months to build and could never be fully repaired. This was not a betrayal born of malice or switching sides. It was a betrayal born of recklessness, ego, and a fundamental misunderstanding of what his wife actually needed from him. Rhaenyra needed a diplomat with a dragon. She got a wrecking ball with wings. Thanks for watching Westeros Throne, and I will see you in the next one.